Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn some of the characteristics of Marubozu candles. Okay? Now, you already know what a Marubozu candle is. Correct? I have taught it in the beginning of this video series. Now, assuming you know what it is, let me start with a green Marubozu candle. A green Marubozu candle is the one which has opening price as the lowest price also, closing price as the highest price also, meaning an ideal Marubozu candle will not be having wicks like these on both ends. Okay? But the problem is, in the real market, you rarely find the Marubozus without wicks, and that is why we will consider small wicks to be a part of Marubozu candle. Okay? Now, this green Marubozu candle can appear anywhere. It can appear in an uptrend, in a downtrend, or in a sideways movement. Okay, so it can appear anywhere, but wherever it may appear, you must know that the low of the Marubozu will act as a support when price comes back to this level. Okay, so the low of the candle acts as support here. Not only low of the Marubozu candle, but also the 50% level of the Marubozu candle acts as a support. Now, what is this 50%? It is the 50% of the body and not the entire range. Okay, don't consider wicks. Leaving out the wicks and only considering the body, the level of 50% of the body acts as support. So, sometime in the near future, if price comes back to this level, it may take support and go back up from here. Okay, that is one thing. If at all price breaks this level, meaning if at all this level doesn't act as a support, then when the price comes to this level will act as support and price will move up from here. Okay, so this is what you have to remember when you are trading. All right, this is because, see, at this level there are buyers. There are buyers who are willing to buy the stock. Why do you think the price moved this much? It is because the buyers thought that this was an attractive price. This was a cheap price. Okay, and so they started buying here. And since they bought it from here, the price went up. Okay, and since it was a strong buying, you have a Marubozu candle, and so this level acts as support. Okay, and you must also remember that whenever price makes a big movement like this, there will be profit booking and there will be a pullback like this. Okay, pullback will be there, retracement will be there, and it will be generally till the midpoint of the first candle. Okay, 50%, and then the price will go up. Okay, this is not always guaranteed, but this works out most of the time. Okay, so basically this range acts as a support zone. Okay, this range acts as a support zone. So price may come into this zone and go back from here. Okay, that is what you need to remember. Now let us check out few charts. You see, this is a day chart. Price was falling and you have a Marubozu candle. Now this is a good Marubozu because you don't have a wick at the bottom. At the top you have a small wick, but it is acceptable. This level will act as a support when the price comes back to the same level. Okay, and also the midpoint of the candle will also act as a support when price comes back to this level. Okay, so let us see what has happened. Next day the price has taken support from the midpoint and it has closed here, and after a few days the price has broken this level, it has come down, but here the price took support and it started moving up. Okay, so basically this acted as support zone. Okay, even though the price broke here, this level acted as support. Okay, so you can see that price came back down till the midpoint of the Marubozu and then it went back up. So here too you can see price coming almost near to the midpoint and making a reversal pattern. Okay, we have learnt about this, correct? So this is how Marubozu candle acts as supports or resistances. So green color Marubozu acts as support. Okay, now the question is, how big candle should be considered a Marubozu? Because what you consider big, I may consider it as average. What I consider as big candle, you may consider it to be average. So there is no answer for this because this is subjective. Okay, I may consider this as big candle and you may consider it as an average candle, which is totally fine. Alright, so this length for me is big and so I have considered it as Marubozu. And here this is also big, this is also a Marubozu according to me. Okay, and so I will consider this level as support and this midpoint as support too. Okay, so it is subjective and you are free to decide on your own. So here too you can see a red Marubozu forming, here too you can see a green Marubozu forming. Okay, next we have an intraday chart, 15-minute chart, and you can see the first candle of this particular day to be a very big green candle. Now this is not a Marubozu because you have wicks at both ends and they are pretty big, but I will consider it as a Marubozu because a lot of buying has happened here. Okay, the body is very big here, the candle is also very big. Okay, and since a lot of buying has happened, I will consider it to be a Marubozu. And you can see what has happened here. The low is this, the midpoint, sorry, the high is this, and the midpoint is this. You can see that the price went till the high. Okay, price went till the high. There is no rule that this acts as a resistance, but by observation it has it acts as resistance. Okay, there is no rule, but it sometimes acts. So price has come till here and made a pattern that we know, and the day has ended in this candle. This is the next day, price came down, and since this entire range is support zone, the price moved here, and the next day the price opened here, took support here, and it moved up, and it went till the upper line, and then it came back down. Okay, so the price was not able to move above this line. Okay, and until it stays here, it will be moving sideways. Only when it breaks out from this line or breaks down from this line we can expect a good move. Okay, so the thing that you need to remember is whenever you see a big candle, and if it is green, the bottom acts as support, the midpoint acts as support. That is all you need to know. All right. Next, a red Marubozu. An ideal red Marubozu is one which has opening price and high price same, closing price and low price same. But we rarely find this kind of Marubozu, and so small wicks are acceptable. Okay. Whenever you see a red Marubozu, you must know that the high of the candle will act as a resistance whenever price comes back to that level. The 50% also acts as a resistance whenever price comes back to this level. Okay. So, if the price ever comes back to this level, it will come down from there. If the price comes back to this level, it will come down from here. Okay. Now, the difference between green and red Marubozu is the price will take some time to do this. Okay, to do this. The reason is whenever a red Marubozu appears, it means there is a panic in the market. What is a red Marubozu? What does it say? It says that a lot of selling has happened from this level. People are panicking and they are selling. Correct? And since people sell due to panic, price generally keeps on moving down. Generally keeps on moving down. But if it is a green candle, what does it mean? It means people are optimistic. People believe that the price will go up, and that is why they buy from the bottom level. Okay. And once it goes up, some will start booking profits, and some think that the level has price has reached a high level. They will also exit from the trade, and so a little bit pullback will be there. But here, once it starts falling, people will be afraid to buy the stock. Okay, so it will be some time till you find a pullback like this. Okay. Alright, so this basically acts as a resistance zone, and now let us look at few charts. You can see that we have a green Marubozu, so this level will act as support, this midpoint of green acts as support, but what has happened within 2 days is the support of Marubozu has been broken. Okay, now what we have here is a red Marubozu. So the high of this acts as a resistance if price ever comes back to that level, and the 50% also acts as resistance if the price comes back to that level. Okay, and you can see after many days price has come back to this level and it has gone down. Okay. So this is how the center and the top acts as resistances. Now here we have one more Marubozu. I will consider it as Marubozu because it is a big candle. Okay, big candle. And we can assume there is a support at this level. Okay, if price ever comes back to it. This is small according to me. This is also small according to me. And so I will not consider it as Marubozu. Alright. Next, this is a 1 day chart of IRCTC. Okay, it is a 15-minute chart, meaning 4 candles make up 1 hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes at 6 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, so 1 day. You can see that first candle is a very big red candle, and what has happened here? A pullback has come. I told you that it will take time for price to come back to midpoint, or it will be some time till you can see the pullback, but it has happened here, and it is almost it has crossed the midpoint of the candle. Okay, midpoint of the candle, and from there a pattern that we have learnt has appeared along with one more pattern. Okay, this is single candlestick, and when you combine these two, it is a double candlestick pattern or two candlestick pattern. So this is bearish engulfing, and price has come down. Then once again, the pattern that we have learnt has appeared here. Price has gone up, and here once again the pattern that we have learnt has come and the price has come down. Okay, so this is a Marubozu. This is also a Marubozu. This is also a Marubozu. Okay, so we can assume that this level will also act as resistance. The midpoint of this will also act as resistance if price ever comes back to it. Same goes for this and this level. All right. So generally, in intraday trading, if you see a red or a green Marubozu in the first 15 minutes or 30 minutes, you can assume that there will be a pullback like this. Okay, there will be a pullback like this, and after a pullback, you can wait for a pattern to happen and you can take a trade. All right. So this is about Marubozu. Green Marubozu acts as support, red Marubozu acts as resistance. All right. So the video series Candlestick Patterns for Beginners ends here. I have taught all the candlestick patterns that according to me are important. Okay. There are much more candlestick patterns than what I have taught you. If you go to Google and search for candlestick patterns, you will get a lot of candlestick patterns. Okay, but once again, I'm telling you that what I have explained is what I think is important. I'm not saying I'm right, it is just my opinion. So if you know the candlestick patterns that I have taught in this video series, then you can make profitable decisions. Okay, so this is it for this video series. I'll see you in a different video series. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.